I'm finally in a warm country. I just arrived in Vietnam earlier today. I got here into my hotel at 6 p.m. It's 6:45. I just got changed into the room over here. I'm about to have an egg coffee, which is hot coffee with egg yolk and mixed with sugar, whisked onto the top. It's really nice. I can't taste the coffee, I just taste the sweet egg at the top. I've got my first beer in Vietnam. It's about 57 pence. And I got sticky rice as well. So that's my tea for tonight. I'm sure I'll find somebody with some sweet things. This looks really nice. The average cheeseburger gets blown to smithereens by the fans. So I'm not fully sure where I am. Obviously I know I'm in Hanoi. This looks to be like the main square. So it's quite cool, isn't it? And there's a little picture of Ho Chi Minh and the Soviet flag. And then there's the lake behind me. I don't know if you can see that. This red colour's not great for my complexion though, is it? So yeah, it's very different to Japan and Taipei and Seoul. But I really like it. It's quite a laid back vibe and it's nice to be somewhere warm, but I have had to put my cardigan on. Well, I don't know what it is in Vietnam, but they love tiny little stools. So you're sitting on this like precariously small, I'm so close to the pavement. I don't know why I'm so low. But I've ordered banana cooked in rice over like coals with this beautiful coconut milk sauce and peanuts over the top. It is to die for. I love it. So I bought all the way here on the recommendation of the guy in my hotel. So I'm really looking forward to talking into it. I don't think you can hear me right now, but I think this is Beer Street and it's like Guyana crossed with India. It's absolutely freaking mental. So I'll probably go in for a drink somewhere if I can get around in there. Wish me luck. I'm up nice and early this morning. It's 6:30 in the morning. Thought I'd come for a sunrise walk, and it's really lovely here by the lake. See people doing Tai Chi and so many people running. I'm going to do a quick little sightseeing walk, see some of the main sort of architectural sites before all the tourists get involved. I hate bloody tourists, don't you? Well, the sun is rising, you can see. It's starting to get light, but it still feels kind of dark. This might be one of the most random things. There you go, there's St. Joseph's Cathedral and they're just chiming their bells, especially for you guys. Well, this is health and safety gone mad, but the opposite direction. This is Train Street and there's loads of pubs and restaurants and businesses down here. But look how close we are to the train track. That's bonkers. Apparently they put the tables out at night and well, they know what time the train's due to come. And when it does come, they put all the tables and chairs inside. Maybe their railways are a little bit more efficient than in the UK and perhaps Germany. And the city's definitely come to life now. There's bloody scooters everywhere. And the pavement's not really a pavement, I've noticed. It's more like a scooter car park. So yeah, you're on the pavement and then there's just turns into like 100 scooters in the way. Park. So you have to walk around them while scooters on the road go zooming past. But a really vibrant, fun morning so far, and it's only about 7:15 now, and it's a bit sticky and hot. This building behind me, which looks really quite nice with the lanterns on the street, etc., it's actually quite a horrific building. The French built it as a prison, and that's where they kept Vietnamese sort of independence fighters and revolutionaries. There's apparently a guillotine and all sorts that the French actually used. And then when the Vietnamese removed the French and took over Hanoi, it was used to house some American soldiers, typically fighter pilots who got shot down, and the Americans renamed it the Hanoi Hilton. So lots of kind of gruesome history in there. It's not open for another 40 minutes because it's still quite early in the morning, so I'm probably not going to have a chance to come back, but I thought it was worth just pointing this place out. And here's the lovely opera house. So I think that was built by the French about 100 years ago, 150 years ago. But you might notice that the rain's starting to come down quite heavily now. So yeah, it's humid and it's raining, so my hair is absolutely doomed later. I've come to this selfie spot. So all the Vietnamese girls were behind me. They've all got glammed up and ready, and they're just under there waiting for the rain to subside a little bit. It's definitely on its way out, I'd say, the rain. And trust me, I'm here in my scruffs looking bloody awful. But how peaceful and tranquil is that, apart from the Tai Chi music? It's more aerobic than Tai Chi, isn't it? Tai Chi's more peaceful. It's a lovely place to start your Saturday, isn't it? I was going to say, you guys are probably going to think I'm weird, but you probably think that already, but I love this tree. It's in the water, but if you look at the reflection, it's so confusing. Yeah, this has got everything, travel blog style, and now it's a nature documentary. Happy New Year, it's the year of the horse. I was actually born in the year of the horse in 1978. I know it's very hard to believe. I'm still by the lake. And it started to rain again, but I thought this was interesting. I've been seeing the communism symbol pretty much everywhere in Hanoi, and it's a reminder that this is a communist country. But less than probably 200 meters back that way is the fancy Dan rich shopping plaza with Rolex and Hermes and Prada and Dior, etc. But there's a reminder that this is still a communist country, so consumerism, almost capitalism, and communism all in the same country. Look how lovely that bridge is, reflected back. A little island. I need to watch where I'm going. There's a little island in the lake that the bridge leads to. And one thing I did want to point out is I've seen the colour red everywhere. Obviously it's linked with communism, etc. But I'm really, like, the city really is full of like red imagery everywhere. I'm about to get a Grab scooter. There's my driver. So I'm still here, I'm still alive, I made it. That was my first ever ride on a motorbike, and it was exhilarating and terrifying all at the same time. But I guess it's supposed to travel in Hanoi, so I've got to get another one back in a minute after I've seen the Ho Chi Minh Memorial. Right, well, I've got to the mausoleum and it's closed. It's only open in the mornings, I think. And what's more, I need something to cover my shoulders so I can buy something like cheaply, but it's irrelevant because it's closed, so I'm gonna have to get a scooter all the way back. But it's been worth it to get scooters, I suppose. And my big cultural moment now is to try some of the famous ice cream. So I've gone from trying to see one of the shaping figures of the 20th century and failing miserably to eat an ice cream, which I think probably means or sums up quite a lot about my life, possibly, who knows. Oh, well, I got my second bike down to the ice cream place, which is huge. It's a bit of an institution. I'm not really sure where to pay and stuff. But oh my gosh, that was so exhilarating. I don't know if I was less nervous this time, but it was a bigger bike. So yeah, it was fun. I'm really glad I did it. Gutted that the memorial was closed, but you know what? I think I enjoyed the motorbiking way more. So really, that was really quite underwhelming. The bike ride to get there was good, but the actual ice cream was disappointing. I think if you open a gelato shop, you'd clean up. I've been to the local shop and I've got a yogurt drink and a raspberry Pepsi, and check these girls out. How brilliant is that? I'm back down at the lake and honestly I feel woefully underdressed. I'm going to wash my hair later, so I just sort of scraped it back and put a little bit of makeup on. But everybody down here is like in lovely dresses, they're all made up and they're all doing like photo shoots. So I don't know if it's because it's a special occasion or if this happens every Saturday, but it's so much busier than when I was down here earlier. But yeah, I feel massively underdressed and a bit scruffy looking and not brilliant. So I just spent the afternoon getting my nails done. It took 2 bloody hours, but they look pretty cool. And now I've got the water puppet show, which I've been looking forward to. So it's a kind of must-see thing. So there's the building, and I'm about to go in. I'll let you know how it goes. I don't know if this makes for a good video or not, but you've got a middle-aged lady trying to walk down the pavement. I can't get any further because the scooters are all parked here, so I'm going to have to walk into the middle of the road, and it is just, this is the pavement, the road is the pavement, and it's be killed or kill. It is terrifying, so I'm going to put the phone away before it dies. this is my last night in Hanoi. I'm at my actual hotel rooftop bar tonight, and it's a great view. That's the Red River behind me where the bridge is crossing over, so it shows you where I am. And I've ordered a glass of wine. It is bonkers expensive wine over here. It is 10 times the price of a bottle of beer, but it still works out at like less than £5, or about £5, which is a lot for a drink. Considering like beer's like 57p, but I wanted wine, so I'm gonna have one. Xin chào. So there's the ship over there. Chew on in a bit. We're going to do lots of activities this afternoon, so I'm quite excited. Apparently it was chucking it down with rain yesterday, so I got lucky with the weather. And I'm about to try coconut coffee. Xin chào from Halong Bay. How beautiful is that? It's quite daunting being trying to remember my hands going kayaking and swimming and things, but this is what I'm wearing. So hopefully that's okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, it should be good. So I've just climbed 500 steps to get to the top, and there's lots of ships and boats about, but yeah, it's worth the climb. So it's advertised as swimming, but I don't think you go any further than those red buoys, and they come up to about people's knees, unless that guy out there is really, really, really tall. I don't know if I can be bothered to go in. Oh, go on, I've got to give it a try, haven't I? So overall, I'd say this is a pretty tourist-heavy experience. So I've just climbed to the top of there, but there's about 5 million people on the steps, so you can't really get up. And there's a tiny, tiny little beach with about 6,000 people on it. And I'm in the water, but it's not the nicest. There's boats everywhere. But I'm in the South China Sea, perhaps, or Halong Bay, or something. But I've been in the water. I'm not going to bother submerging because I don't really want to get my bikini bottoms wet. But there you go. It's hardly swimming, is it? Let's be honest. But I gave it a try. Nobody else in here. Xin chào from Halong Bay. Here it is in the morning. I've just done Tai Chi and had my breakfast. Never done Tai Chi before, but I really enjoyed it. You can see all of the other little ships and pleasure cruises in the area. And it's really rather quite beautiful. And there is the island I climbed to the top of yesterday. You can see the little stand at the top. So I'm in Surprise Cave in Halong Bay on my tour. This is all inside the cave. I know it's all lit up with electricity, but how cool is that? So this is the second chamber, which is, I don't know if you're getting it on the scale, but it feels ginormous in here. And I feel a bit like I'm in Lord of the Rings, and once again I'd be one of those tall, elegant, beautiful elves. I wouldn't be one of the squat, hairy dwarves, so I've just snuck off from the group. There's 3 chambers in here. The first one seemed pretty big as a cave. The second one, which you just saw, I was like, oh wow, this is huge. Look at the size of this one. This is massive. It reminds me a bit of the Basilica in Istanbul. If you remember back in that episode, because I know you guys have been watching them all and loving them. Anyway, this is incredible. It's huge. Well, that was so much fun. I really, really enjoyed that. It was quite crowded at times, but it was really good fun. And I'm kind of now obsessed by a song they get away. That was a wonderful trip to Halong Bay. It was a little bit package holiday feeling at times. We were all crammed together in the bay. But it was such a beautiful place and the activities were really good fun, and I met a fellow solo female traveller on board the ship. So Cherie, if you're watching, hi, it was lovely to meet you. It just goes to show that there's quite a few of us out there going for it, so that's brilliant. So I'm at Hanoi airport now, I've got quite a few hours till my next flight, so today was always a bit of a down day. But look at the uniforms on Vietjet. Oh my gosh, my new life ambition is to be a Vietjet air stewardess, so I can get to wear that. Overall, I would have to give Hanoi and Halong Bay 1 3/4 enthusiastic thumbs up. Girls, if I can do this as a 47-year-old trans woman, then you guys can do it too. So go out there and find your own adventure.